Family, what up? Hey, listen, if you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe for me. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell. If you're watching this on Facebook, I'm sure it's a link in the comments. Just hit that link, like and subscribe for me. But here we go. So let's talk food today, family. It's absolutely necessary for us to have some food storage. I think even like FEMA suggests that you have at least 2 weeks worth of food in the house. I say no less than a month, right? At least a month's worth of food for you and your family at the house. And that's enough for everybody to eat every day. So that depending on, how many people is in your household, that's how much food you're gonna need. You know how much you need for a month, to where if you couldn't leave the house for a month, if society's down, stores is closing, stores is empty, yeah, you need that. You need that storage for a month, at least a month. So I say this, in any given situation, you look at countries like Venezuela, who I think a couple years ago, they had their dollar crash. The dollar in Venezuela crashed. Wasn't worth nothing anymore. People starving. It got so bad out there, they was like breaking in a zoo to kill the animals and eat. Can't say that would ever happen here. I can't say it won't though. We know if you're paying attention, the US dollar kind of be in trouble, but even if that don't happen, just anything can take place. Like I said, there are a lot of natural disasters that can take place. It's a whole bunch of man-made stuff that can take place. And if you get in a situation where it is safer for you to be in the house and not go outside, or, you have to get away from your house because it's safer for you to be away from home than at your house, by the time anything catastrophic or anything of that level that's either gonna push you in the house or push you out of the house happens, it's too late. I can guarantee you the grocery stores will be empty, because like I said in a video about water, your grocery store only holds 3 days worth of goods for your area, right? And they're absolutely depending on everybody not coming at once. And so you can imagine what happens if everybody in your area shoots to the store at the same time. It's gonna be slim pickings, if any at all, you know what I'm saying? And then by the time there's chaos like that, you don't wanna be out in that anyway. You see the way people act, fighting and battling on Black Fridays over TVs and all kind of nonsense. And so you can imagine when there's a bunch of people in one store who got kids to feed, people liable to just, knock you over the head, take what you got if they can. So today we're gonna talk food. We're going to talk non-perishable foods. Let me just start out by saying that. We're gonna talk non-perishable foods today. So you can't really store up perishable goods. You can have them, but they're gonna perish soon. So we know how that goes. So let's get into some of these non-perishable foods in no particular order. It's just some things I picked out, and nothing here is brand specific. Nothing here is any of that. These are just giving you ideas of what you need to put in your house, what you need to have in your house. And so you don't have to get any of the exact same things I have here, but I want your mind to be going about what you do need in your house. So here we go. All right, so here we go, family. It's a decent little spread of stuff I feel like you might need in your house. You might want to store up on. I'm gonna just kind of go through this stuff. Again, like I said, no particular order, but let's just do it. So I kind of start out with the very basics, right? Let's talk about rice. Brown rice, white rice, whatever rice. You should have as much rice as you can get your hands on. Rice by the boatloads, because it'll get you through, man. It'll get you through. Rice, next to that is beans. Beans is very necessary. Sources of protein. You can get them dry beans, canned beans, which, they're already wet. They just need to be warmed up. Back here, for me, with I just like bouillon with rice. I feel like if you're gonna have a gang of rice, you're gonna need something with that rice over time. And so down the road, a little bit of bouillon or however you want to flavor up your rice, it helps. But we got here, pasta, very necessary. This is just one type of brand of pasta. Every time I just walk down the aisles, I grab one of these because they literally be like $1.89. So I grab 2-3 of those and just throw them in. So moving through here, I feel like one thing that's kind of a staple in some of our communities, ramen noodles, or just noodles in general. I'm a noodle guy. I like noodles a lot. Can't go wrong stacking these things up. Noodles are still, not expensive at all. Next to, cost next to nothing to stack these up high in your house. From noodles, we got little important stuff that you might not think about till later, but stuff like broth, chicken, vegetable, beef broth is good. So there's an assortment of canned goods that's very necessary. Canned vegetables is a big one. Me and my older son is the only people in the house that eat peas, so more for us. Canned meats. Canned meats is necessary. They got, chicken. Of course, you got your salmon. There's all kind of canned meats you could buy. There's tuna, all that. You get a lot of that stuff. Make a good Costco, Food Co, Walmart, wherever you shop at. Canned goods is available to you, but you definitely, if you're a meat eater, it's good to have some canned meats. It's good to have some canned soups. These are just meals that they got a shelf life to them. It don't take much to heat them up, and you got you a meal right there. It's going to, be filling and fill you up in whatever situation. Canned fruits is a big deal in my house with my kids. This is the one thing that's like I'm constantly putting back. I'm constantly going to pick up canned fruits because they love it. It's really what they go after. Stuff like these potatoes, where literally you just add water to these and stir, some hot water and stir. Mashed potatoes. Again, grid down situation. You're gonna be glad you did it. You're gonna be glad you have it. Now, for a lot of us, we grew up on peanut butter and jelly. A lot of our kids is growing up on peanut butter and jelly now. Can't go wrong with peanut butter and jelly. That's kind of self-explanatory. Buying things like pasta, you're gonna need, of course, pasta sauce. That stuff is good to store up and have. My wife don't like this Alfredo sauce, but if we, in a real situation, I bet you she'd eat it. Again, something easy to put over some noodles you just boiled. We got pancake mix rather. Something simple that you just need to add water to. And you got a meal, you got breakfast right there. Of course, some syrup with that. Oatmeal, you can never go wrong with, whether it's steel oats, Quaker oats, quick oats, whatever. Grits, that stuff is very necessary. More canned goods, just quick meals for the kids, and even you if necessary. Right here, I've got seasons and condiments or whatever. That stuff is necessary. You might not think to have that stacked up, but when you got a bunch of pastas and rices and stuff that by themselves don't taste like nothing, you're gonna need some stuff for that. So it's good to have your seasons backed up. Salt is something your body actually needs. It's one thing your body actually craves, so you're gonna need that. I got the olives right next to the salt because in a grist down situation, if you doing a lot of work and sweating and whatever, you start cramping up. A lot of time we cramp up because we lose our salts, the salts that's in our body. So even if you're not an olive eater like that, which I'm not really an olive eater, but this is a good source of salt for your body. Even when, sometimes your blood pressure is low, that's a good one to have. Of course, you need oils. So I stack up on olive oils and other kinds of oils. Very necessary. This stuff over here, the sweets, I kind of call these morale boosters, right? Like in a bad situation, something sweet always help you, especially when you got kids. That's a good little thing. And so we got some honey. you know, good to stack up on that. Juices, this is another thing that don't really last long in my house. Especially with the kids, they love them. That pineapple juice, some more juice, mango, whatever. Pop-Tarts, applesauce, crackers, that kind of thing is necessary. I would put like these sweet cereals and under that too, morale boosters, you know, especially if you got like powdered milk stored up, which is a good thing, like necessary to have. Stuff like this, Cliff Bars is good to have in the house, especially in a situation like if you have go bag packs, which I'm gonna talk about go bags later, but go bags is a bag you keep packed for when you got to go, when you got to bug out your house, leave, and you want to have some stuff with you. Things like these, that good little sources of energy and all of that, good little sources of fuel. It's good to have. Let's talk about these emergency food supply things, right? So this is a 48-hour one, and let me move these. Let's move that out the way. Here's a 48-hour one that I just grabbed at Walmart for the heck of it. Here's one that Costco is selling right now. 124 servings, shelf life up to 25 years. Now this is what I'm gonna say about these. You gotta be careful with this kind of stuff because, you know, there are prepper communities now, and with that comes industry, comes business opportunities for people to make money. So some of this is trash. Like some of these emergency food things, I'm not saying that specifically about these, but there are some out there that is stupid expensive and extra trash. It's literally just, you know, chemical flavorers and a bunch of nasty stuff in Mylar bags. But some of them is legit. I keep these, you know, this is like a very last resort, but it's also if we got to get up out of here. I can throw this in my vehicle, and, you know, most of this is just going to add some hot water. You good to go. Real quick, before we go, one thing I just want to talk about is having ways to cook food, since we're on the topic of food. So this is a little $20 butane stove from Walmart, right? Runs on butane. These right here, this was about 20 bucks. These on average is $2 and some change, around $3. And so I stack up on these. This particular stove is like super dirty because this is our camp stove. I actually use this a good amount, but I have another one that's just up. I haven't even opened it. And so I stack up on these because if power's down, grid is down, whatever, you can't, you know, cook, or if you got to bail out, you got to bug out and get out of your house, you're going to need a place to cook, a place to boil things and, you know, hook up pancakes, everything up here that just takes water with it, the rice, the pasta, pretty much dang near everything on this table. While I'm looking at this, I know these is like a sin in black households amongst my skin folks, but I tell you what, in an emergency situation, your kids would be smiling at you for some little mac and cheese. It ain't mama's mac and cheese or daddy's mac and cheese out the oven, but it'll do. I just spotted that. I had to say that. But yeah, so keep in mind having alternative ways to cook, because if the power's down or you got to get out the house, you got to have something, right? You got to have something. This is about preparedness, family, and being prepared. So yeah, family, this is a quick little rundown just on food, man. A lot of y'all are smart enough to figure out what you need and don't need for your household. These are just me giving y'all examples of stuff that is necessary to stack up on. And these are, again, a lot of non-perishable foods that got a good little shelf life. You definitely want to keep in mind when you are storing food, the dates of stuff, and being able to rotate stuff out, eat it before it go bad and replace it or whatever. Replace it though. Replace it though. But yeah, check your expiration dates, and especially on your canned goods and everything. Storage is another thing. Like, I would prioritize this, family. Like, make space, make some space to store your food. Nice, cool areas in the house. You know, they got shelves and for garages. They got, you know, whatever. Most spots we live in come with pantries. Make it a goal. Like, make it a goal to pack that pantry out the best you can, a little bit at a time. Nothing I showed you up here was super expensive. Nothing I showed you up here is, you know, extra exquisite or high dollar amount stuff. A lot of this is just a little bit at a time, man. You go spend 30, 40, 50 bucks at a time, and it'll get you a long way with canned foods and pastas, and a lot of this stuff is not expensive at the moment, but you let something happen, a lot of this stuff is going to be expensive. And so I just encourage y'all to do it, get started, go out there, get your pantry popping, like get some food in the house, because it's about self-reliance. Like, in a lot of these situations, it's no help coming like that for you. So you got to be prepared, family. You have to be prepared for, you know, especially be prepared for if, you know, there's an agenda to starve you out, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, here, come get this vaccine for some food, and you don't want the vaccine, stuff like that. So yeah, I encourage y'all, everybody, you know, get your pantries popping, store up stuff that you and your family actually eat. Don't go get a bunch of stuff that your kids ain't never ate before, because that's just gonna add stress to you in a grid down situation. If something catastrophic happens, you're gonna be under a little bit of stress potentially. Last thing you need is a bunch of little unhappy kids pouting and running around. And so grab some stuff that they actually eat, something that's gonna be filling, some stuff that is gonna last you. So yeah, again, family, if this is beneficial to y'all, please like, subscribe, comment, let me know if it's anything you feel like I left out. I'm sure I left something out in this spread. I just kind of went around and grabbed everything real quick, but if it's something I didn't say you feel like need to be said that can help somebody, please comment and say that, because it's just all about helping our folks, man. So yeah, y'all be good. I'll holla at you.